welcome to part 3 of the Smash King retrospective. Last time we covered the first 3 episodes of Smash King, and today we'll be covering episodes 4 and 5. If you haven't seen part 1 and part 2, I recommend you go do, and then come back to part 3. I'll leave a link to the playlist in the description, and it will pop up in the top left corner, so please go give them a look first. All caught up now? Then let's begin. And just a heads up, I know the mic quality is probably going to be really shitty today. My actual mic is in my uni accommodation and I didn't get time to record the audio at my uni accommodation this week, so I have to make do with this shitty one for the PC, for my actual PC at home, until I move back and have my mic here, or I record the audio at my uni, I don't know yet. Yeah, so again, apologies for the shit mic. Let's begin.
Getting to him is the only reason I'm here! Ah!
Episode 4 begins with a rundown on a hierarchy referred to as by tiers. You have the tops, highs, mids, lows, and bottoms. It said that these tiers are intentionally graded solely on a trophy's respective performance in tournaments, but then grown to become a social hierarchy. You have the tops that become leaders, and the bottoms which become trophies that are struggling to have ends meet.
And the rest in between are caught burning at both ends. As the worlds grew over the years, the number of inhabitants prospered as well, though this power struggle between them caused them to grow further and further apart.
We then cut to Mario and Ike training, with Ike telling Mario that he should probably rest, but then the two are interrupted by a voice.
Sorry, buddy, but I can't wait for him to take his time.
Huh? That voice?
Mama freaking Mia! Where'd you come from? And what was that for?
Properly get introduced to Sonic. Sonic here is voiced by Jack Shattuck, a member of Virtual Smash. Sonic introduces himself to Mario and then begins a confrontation with him. We got ourselves the title screen for this episode and cut back to the exhibition match of the Smash King tourney, continuing where we left off last time with Pikachu challenging Bowser and wagering Bowser's team's points. Bowser accepts the challenge, much to the dismay of his team. Bowser explains himself to his team and gives a motivational speech to Meta Knight. This would cause Peach to see Mario in Bowser again. Peach tries to stop Bowser, but Bowser still goes ahead with it, causing an argument between the two, especially with how Peach constantly compares Bowser to Mario.
Peach, don't worry. I'll come back with a win. Trust me.
Bowser, this isn't the time to think you need to prove yourself. You're not Mario. Stop trying to be.
Just move.
Bowser, just stop.
Move aside. Right now. And just believe in me!
Bowser and Pikachu then go for their match. We catch up with Mario and Sonic. Sonic reveals that he's been spying on Mario and Ike for some time. The two seem to be very evenly matched, with Sonic having the slight upper hand. We would then go back to Bowser and Pikachu's fight, with Pikachu dominating it. This is causing the crowd to start making fun of Bowser, accusing him of such things as hiding behind his own teammate. Going back to Mario and Sonic now, Mario is growing tired and attempts, but fails, to use his final smash. Returning to Bowser's fight, he's still losing to Pikachu, with the crowd now cheering on Pikachu. Pikachu taunts Bowser and then uses his final smash.
None of it hasn't been fun, totally embarrassing you and all, but I gotta think about the other teams I'll have to face later. Let's end this with my most powerful attack!
Oh, here it comes! Pikachu's final smash! The Volt Tackle!
Overkill much?
Here I go! Volt Tackle!
Not now.
The crowd talks about how Pikachu used to be on top back before Melee in the N64 days. This causes Wario, Meta Knight and Peach to start cheering Bowser on, We will then get a flashback of Bowser talking to Mewtwo as if he was some kind of student of the Pokemon. Bowser will then get back on his feet and have Charizard shouting at him, which motivates Bowser, and starts to fight back, causing Bowser to dominate the fight against Pikachu. It's said that Charizard is actually a teacher of Bowser, which is why Bowser's somehow gotten much better in the time between Melee and Brawl. Bowser mocks Pikachu. Bowser would then go on to explain what Pikachu has been planning this whole time, and then begins to glow and power up, but not into Giga Bowser. Instead, it's some kind of new form, and this form's power, it can be sensed by everybody watching, including Mario.
I never liked any of you. I'd sooner befriend my molten skin over you. How are you at all surprised? Did you seriously forget about who I am? You know, letting you have your princess in death's too good for you. With you gone, she's all mine.
It can't be defeated like this. Bowser's so close. I can feel it. Getting to him. This is the only reason I'm here!
Looks like I was right. He does have it, just like Bowser does.
It would seem that Bowser's power has lit a flame in Mario, who starts to fight back against Sonic, who would then get annoyed and use his own final smash, Super Sonic. We would finally go back to Bowser, and now in his new form. It's Bowser's white ult, but here in Smash King, it's much more than just a simple colour change. Bowser would then start to beat down Pikachu and defeat him, and thus Team Bowser wins the exhibition match. So with episode 4 now over, there is a lot packed into it, and just for it only being one episode. Mainly these new forms of Mario and Bowser's. Now I would talk about them now, but we get more of an explanation of what these forms are later on in episode 6. So I'm going to wait until we get that explanation to then go more in depth with it. For now, let's go ahead to episode 5. Episode 5 is pretty much a filler episode centered around Wario and his conquest to acquire Samus's heart, although be it in a perverted manner. Wario actually narrates this episode and tells us about Bowser's victory from the previous episode and how the rest of Team Bowser took on other teams for the remaining day. Saying this causes for a celebration. We see the pink Charizard again, who now talks and is given the name Liz. Liz was formerly voiced by P. Allen, but now in the series is currently voiced by Violet X-Wing. Now the communication here is pretty nicely done. You see, fighters like Bowser and Liz, they sound like they would be talking to each other in perfect English, but for outsiders like Peach and Meta Knight, they're just making beast noises when talking to each other. This would be because Liz here can't speak English, but is being taught to by Bowser. Bowser talks about how much he would like to go to sleep right now, but it's too late as DDD's group and Charizard has already been invited over by Wario to have a party. Wario will then leave this party to go find his date, and DDD talks on how Bowser made him a fortune because of placing bets for his fights. Bowser is then convinced to have this party, and so would Peach. Well, at least there's fan service for both genders. We then cut over to Newport with Sonic, Ike and Mario. Sonic says that he's signed a free up to join the Smash King tourney. Ike says that all team members have to be present to sign up, but Sonic says he had that sorted. Oh come on Sonic, bribery? That's not like you at all! We then see Samus, who is stopped by Wario, who invites her to come to Bowser's party, but rejects him. But after realizing Wario's compliment, her mood completely changes but then she'll snap out of it and send Wario flying. Then cut to the party, and it's revealed that a fox also understands Liz. We would cut to Hyrule Temple with Samus, who's looking for Zelda, but she's away at this moment in time, which annoys Samus. We would have Wario then narrate and proceed to follow Samus. He tries to play hard to get, that causes Samus to play along, just to send him again to fly away. We go back to the party, seeing everyone enjoying themselves, and it's here we get introduced to a new character, Zelda, who is voiced by Rina-chan. It would seem that Zelda and Peach are already well acquainted. Wario would then return to the party to take DDD, who has a plan to woo Samus over. DDD is meant to scare Samus so that Wario can save her, but the plan doesn't really go well as Samus finds DDD cute. This would cause a fight to break out between the two, and I highly recommend you go watch this fight for yourself. It's really funny and very comedic, and the banter between Wario and DDD is very well written.
DDD!
What a pointless battle. Yeah, it really is.
Whoa! What's going on?
It's an earthquake! Duck under cover! Ike, what are you doing?
Do not worry. I shall keep this world from breaking under his evil power. That is a promise from a hero of justice.
Sure, leave it to the hero of justice to dream about preventing a crisis while sleeping through a real one! Whoa!
We cut to some time later and see Meta Knight is now in his normal state, reciting some poetry with Zelda. We see Samus with an unconscious Wario, and the episode ends with Wario narrating like how he did at the beginning of this episode. This episode isn't really a serious episode, but it's still a good one to watch. The comedic timing and some of the jokes are really well done, and the dialogue again is written so nicely. I really like it when a battle shonen anime has a slice of life episode, so to get something like this for a machinima series is really nice to have, even though the fan service is kind of, you know. Overall, good episode and a good one to end this part of the retrospective, and boy, next part 4's episodes that we'll be covering are good ones. We're going to be diving deep into some of these new forms of Mario and Bowser's, some more about Team Sonic, the Smash King tourney, and even some dark forces are going to be arising in these coming episodes. So please, if you haven't already, please subscribe and like this video so I know to keep up the work. And here's a question for you also, I know you stuck around to the end. Who is your favourite team member in Team Bowser? Please leave your answers in the comments below, and next time we will go over them. With that all being said, I have been Lord Lad, and I hope you guys have a pleasant day.